Welcome to Park Update, the weekly show that gives you the latest St. Louis Park news. I'm Scott Smith. H1N1 vaccinations are now available to all Minnesotans, and Hennepin County will be holding a clinic right here in the park on Thursday, January 7th. The free vaccination clinic will be held from 2:30 to 6:30 p.m. at the Lennox Community Center that's located at 6715 Minnetonka Boulevard. The vaccine will be given on a first-come, first-served basis. You have one more week to compost your Christmas tree at no additional charge, so be green and put your tree out to the curb for recycling. Also, Waste Management will be collecting yard waste during this time, but please be aware of new rules regarding your yard waste. Beginning January 1st, a new state law requires all yard waste be placed either in paper bags or compostable bags. Visit stlouispark.org for frequently asked questions and more information about this new law. The city is seeking interested residents to serve on several of its boards and commissions. Current openings include youth commissioner openings on the Human Rights, Police Advisory, and Telecommunications Advisory Commissions. Adult openings are available on the Human Rights, Community Education, Police, and Telecommunications Advisory Commissions. Visit the city's website for more details. The city is adjusting to doing business with fewer resources following the adoption of the 2010 budget at last week's council meeting. Jamie Zwilling has more on this story.
The unanimous adoption of the 2010 budget at the City Council's December 21st meeting passed with little fanfare. But city staff has been preparing for and dealing with budget cuts for an entire year. The city closed a gap of approximately $1.8 million through wage and benefit adjustments, position reductions, line item reductions, and a modest property tax increase. In all, the equivalent of at least 12 full-time positions will either be left unfilled or eliminated, affecting nearly every city department. The council and manager praised staff for their hard work on a budget that will minimize impacts on city services and keep property taxes low. The council now turns its attention to the 2011 budget. Finally, in City Council news this week, we say goodbye and thank you to three outstanding public servants. John Basil, C. Paul Carver, and Lauren Peprotsky all conclude their service on the council this week. All three decided earlier this year not to seek re-election. The new council will be sworn in on January 4th. That's the latest on this week's council update. I'm Jamie Zwilling for Park Update.
Thank you, Jamie. That is the latest news in the park. Still to come, school news, a look at events happening in your neighborhood, and high school sports. But first, a new segment on Park Update we call the Wellness Minute. Health and fitness expert Sheila St. James will give us quick tips on good health and well-being.
And today's tip, winter fruit. Do you find it difficult to get a variety of fresh fruit in the winter? If so, consider adding dried fruit to your diet as a healthy alternative. Like fresh fruit, dried fruit provides fiber, vitamins A and C, potassium, and folate. Dried fruit does have more calories per serving, so watch your portions if you are trying to keep calories down. Try adding your favorite dried fruits to salads, breads, and cereal for added flavor and nutrition. I am health and fitness specialist Sheila St. James, and this is the Fitness Minute.
Sheila St. James can be seen on the Shape Up with Sheila show on Park TV 15. In neighborhood news, beginning January 1st, 2010, a state law requires residents of Hennepin and several other counties who bag their yard waste or other compostable waste to put their waste out for pickup in compostable bags, either paper bags or compostable plastic bags. This rule will not impact your service if you put your yard waste in a container or you take your yard waste to a collection facility and remove waste from the bags yourself. Turning now to school news. St. Louis Park schools continue to discuss and plan facility usage. At a meeting earlier this month, the Superintendent and Facilities Committee recommended that the school board further explore three proposed options. The three options explore the possibility of reconfiguring several schools' grade structure and the possibility of closing some schools. The goal of the plan is to create a utilization plan for educational and financial benefits. Two upcoming meetings will discuss facility utilization in greater detail. On January 4th, a special school board workshop will be held from 5:30 to 7 p.m. And on January 5th, a community meeting will be held at 6:30 p.m., all at the St. Louis Park Junior High School cafeteria. And that is your latest school news for St. Louis Park. On deck, Leslie Farrell is ready with high school sports.
Bad news for the Benild-St. Margaret's boys hockey team. Junior defenseman Patrick Daly is out for the season. Daly broke his leg earlier this month against Cretin-Durham Hall. He had 1 goal and 9 assists so far in the season. Red Knights coach Ken Pauley believes this will be a huge loss and Daly will be missed, but he believes that they can regroup. BSM is currently ranked number 10 in the state with a 5-1-1 record. This week's Athlete of the Week is not just one individual, but an entire team. The Benild-St. Margaret's dance team has placed well in all of its dance competitions. They have placed no lower than second in their first 6 competitions of the year. Most recently, BSM placed second in the jazz category at the Holy Angels Invite and third in the high kick. BSM has several more competitions this month before heading to the Target Center in February for the state competition. Congratulations and best of luck to them and the rest of the season. Holiday tournaments have wrapped up for most St. Louis Park and Benild-St. Margaret's teams. It is now on to conference matchups. This week's game of the week is for girls hockey supremacy in St. Louis Park. Benild-St. Margaret's and St. Louis Park will do battle this Tuesday, January 5th, 7:30 p.m. at the St. Louis Park Rec Center. BSM is currently rated number 14 in the state, and the Orioles are looking for their first win of the season. Be sure to get out for the battle of the best in the park. I'm Leslie Farrell, and that's your sports update.
Thanks, Les. A quick reminder that City Hall will be closed on Friday, January 1st in observance of New Year's. That is Park Update for this week. For Leslie Farrell and Jamie Zwilling, I'm Scott Smith, wishing you a Happy New Year, and we'll see you again next week.